Hello there and welcome back to Castille. Last time the only thing we did was colonize. We got ourselves into another war with Morocco. It seems that the Portuguese want this one back. Can't really complain with them, so we'll allow them to that. The LG, or no, not the Algiers, the Aragonese and the Neapolitan armies of mine will probably help out a little bit, but other than that, they won't actually see anything happening. So yes, on that note, I will be helping out. I will be trying to get my colonies done here. Almost one, or there is one that is done now. And that is actually landing me quite a bit of prestige every now and again. So that's quite good. This seems to be actually a colony where it will probably rise up a couple of times. Thanks to the 6-5 axis. And that's quite bad. Also, it seems that I'll have to play some troops when it comes to getting myself on the islands, and I can't say that I like that. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually works out, or how it works out once we actually get that far. So I think I'll move these troops up north, have them help out up here, and we'll most likely start colonizing the islands, as I said. So I probably need to get my all 6. Where are this fleet? Oh, there it is. I'll be moving these 12 transport ships over to, over here, so I can start moving them or shipping them between the isles once the colonization gets that far. So we'll see how it goes. As you can see, we're currently in a little bit of a predicament here. A call to arms from England. Your faithful ally is requesting that you come to their aid in the English conquest of Lothian against France, Scotland, Provence, Denmark, and Sweden. That is a little bit too much for us to actually delve into, I dare say. And also, if these guys actually end up screwing over England, I would not be mad at them, honestly. And also the fact that England has a very huge fleet to protect them, kind of also speaks against me actually wanting to help them, thanks to the fact that, well, the English can't take care of themselves, and the French will most likely screw me over pretty bad. And also with my colonies, I can't actually put that much money into the war effort. So, sorry England, you are unfortunately on your own. But even so, I think I will survive. So let's see, we'll put this guy, or these guys, in charge of the Caribbean. And then we got a new colony done, Esquibo. And we'll simply, well, that is actually too far away, so then we'll start with the smaller islands here. And that means that I need to get 6,000 men on that island for purposes of defense, more or less. So we'll detach them. And we'll basically drop them onto the island once the colonist arrives, and we'll see how that goes. Apparently, one of the guys the French were investing in didn't actually make it. I couldn't be more happier, more or less. So that's fine. But yeah, as you might imagine, as I said, there are a couple of reasons why you'd actually want to try and keep the natives alive, I guess. And one of those reasons is basically because of the fact that a bigger populace will give you two things. I believe to some extent they'll boost your tax a little bit, but the better thing is they'll actually boost your production. And I believe it's capped at some place, colonies close to ours. As I thought, they actually bridged that gap, but that at least means that the Portuguese have started colonizing. Not a good thing at all. So I'll have to deal with that sometime, or pretty soon, I guess. But yeah, not anything to say hooray for, but I can't actually be that negative about it either. So we'll allow the Portuguese to do whatever they want for the time being, and hope that I can, well, step in and, well, hopefully get a royal marriage with them, or that I get a disputed succession or anything, so I can actually get myself on the same throne and possibly get the get myself a union with them. That would actually be quite good. What the hell, are the Aragonese mad at me? No, personal union with Castille. Why is this ending? Well, that doesn't make too much sense. Apparently the union will end, and I have no idea why. So I might actually have to get ready for war, even if I didn't want to, because of the fact if that union ends, I will have to fight to restore it. And there's nothing that actually tells me why it would end or why it should end, because as you can see, we do have very positive relations, and it is because of this Morocco thing. That's kind of weird, because I didn't think unions could break while you were in a union. Or am I mistaken? Quite possibly. But even so, if the union breaks, I will get very mad. So we'll see how it goes. As you can see, it would seem that the union did not break, which is very good for me, or in my case. So that's not too bad. I lost stability point, and Juan the Fourth, the Trasmara, will now be ruling our glorious nation. 140, not a great ruler by any means, and the 115 ain't that great either. Potentially I should have tried to kill them off, both of them, but we'll see how it goes. This guy has pretty much ended his use, and I seriously need to get my my inflation down. Thanks to the mines now, or the second gold mine, that is actually going up pretty damn fast. I'll probably get some more gold mines over the course of this game, especially once I go after Mali here, I think. I believe Mali has a couple of gold mines, and the cost of coring their provinces ain't really that great either. So I might actually go for that too. So we'll see how that plays out. But for now, as I said, we'll be continuing colonization efforts, and we'll be aiming to integrate Aragon pretty soon. We'll see how it goes. Military attack 9 has been reached, and with that we can now build star forts, and also we have a new type of infantry, and that is actually quite good. So also with the last war with Morocco here, you can see the Portuguese actually took quite a lot of land. So it's actually tempting to go for a war against Portugal if once they're actually done with those cores, take this colony among other things, and also try and take these islands, I think, because if I take them, then I'm basically set in terms of stopping the Portuguese from colonizing. So that could potentially be a very good move. But for now, I'll simply keep them as an ally, keep them close, and we'll have to see what the Frenchies do here, because they have 25,000 men standing on my border here, and that is something that I'm currently worrying about quite a bit. So we'll see if they do anything, if anything happens. But at this stage, I can only hope that nothing happens. So I might actually, with the new heir that had 5 in military, if I get him rather quickly, we might actually go for Lucia. Has been damaged, and since I didn't actually have any troops on it, it actually fell. So I guess I need to move some troops over there. This is actually done, so no reason for me to actually have anything here or here. And I think I should also start moving some other troops around. So yes, I'll be trying to colonize these isles, and we'll see what happens. Burgundy has offered me an alliance, and this is a rather good point here, because if they attack the French, potentially what I can do then is well, release Guyenne and then have then attack. Or I can also plan the attack on the French now and use that to my advantage. So all in all, an alliance with the Burgundy guys are nothing to scoff about, and it will most likely help. England has put me as a rival though, so I'll most likely, basically I switch England with Burgundy, and that is actually a pretty good trade, because I will most likely end up in a war with Burgundy rather quickly, I guess. So no, not Burgundy, England down the line. I will be most likely end up in wars with them, so I can't actually complain. But at least now I have the Casus Belli on the Aztecs should I choose to attack, and also coring are coming along nicely. So I'm currently having 6 colonies under construction, 1 down here and 5 up here. 4 islands, or 3 islands I think, and no, 4 islands and 1 land, more or less. So that is coming along nicely. We are more or less en route for my goals, and I cannot actually upgrade my admin tech, but I want to wait till the next passing of the year, simply to make it a little bit cheaper, to save some points that way, because it's not really that important to well, I started to wonder if they got him ahead of me, but as I was saying, it's really not that important to get admin tech 9 that fast, so I can wait till the passing of the year, get close up to 999 admin power, and then make the transition more or less. So we'll be doing that, and once we actually pass now December, I will be making admin tech 9 here, because it gets cheaper the longer you wait. That is the facts. So admin tech 9 has been reached, which gives production efficiency plus 10%. Will help a little bit with my economy here, I think. We'll have a quick look. Yeah, helped a little bit. But as you can see, my biggest expense is colonies. They actually take twice as much as the army, and it's actually my biggest expense overall, with more than half of my budget, more or less. So it'll be interesting to see if we can actually get the entirety of the coastlines here before someone else steps in. But it'll be interesting at the very least. So is that a Portuguese vessel? Yeah, that was a Portuguese vessel, and that is not something I like. I guess we'll try to eradicate the problem, and we'll be boosting stability pretty much at once. So yes, I'll be continuing colonization, and we'll see how it turns out. I lost point stability due to a comet sighted, but on the positive side, we are, well, colonization is coming on pretty well. As you can see, we have most of these small islands here. These two here, I'm currently sending colonists to them, I think. Yes, I am, and that is also quite good. So with that in mind, colonization is going pretty damn well. And other than that, there ain't really that much to say. My inflation is just going up. Nothing I can do with that. I could use some admin points, and I think I actually will. It'll slow down the forming of Spain, but it should be fine even so. Also, we took the Uniformity Act, which gives a extra percentage strength to missionaries. Should help out a little bit. And also, I'll be reducing inflation, I think, because, well, it doesn't actually help me or anyone to have it high. So I've reduced it now by 4%, thanks to by using 150 admin points. But it should be fine even so. But for now, we'll be continuing colonization even more. I guess you guys are getting bored of that phrase, but unfortunately, you'll have to get used to it because we will be colonizing for quite a while. But on that note, I have no idea if the Portuguese will actually start colonizing down here. So once I've actually colonized these islands, most of these islands, I will actually be just colonizing a couple more colonies down here, just for the fact, or just to keep the Portuguese away, I guess. So this is one of the best events now. Basically, it really is, because it gives me settler chance with 5%. It means that the colonies I currently standing can boost my colonies by 30 people. They get a 5% chance a month, and combined that actually gives me a extra 30 people every well, with 4 people, it gives me extra 30 people every 5 months. So I'll get about 75 extra colonies spread over my 6 colonies a year. And this lasts for 5 years. It also gives me a increase by 25%, or 25 people a year, which is quite good. So yes, I do love that event, and it lasts for 5 years at a time. So if we take just a random province here, this one for example, growth is at 108, and this guy can potentially get 131.4 people a year. Remember that this one actually scales with how many people are currently in the colony. So once my colony actually grows a little bit more, the average will also grow. So with that in mind, we'll allow them to grow, and we'll see how that goes. Also, another one of these helps out quite a lot. So yes, we'll be allowing my colonies to grow, and I believe most of those colonies will be done around in the 5 years time, probably, especially those who have a colonist in them. So we'll wait and see how that turns out. Another expansion idea, or the second one, gives me an extra merchant, which is quite good, and also gives me the third Spanish idea, which is devout Catholicism, and that gives me a yearly papal influence +3, which is actually quite damn bad. So yes, doesn't really help that much. As you can see, religious unity helps more, and also base tax and buildings. This would potentially be good for a small state that is trying to take over the papacy. For a big one like me, it doesn't really help that much, to be honest. So I guess that's one of the more crappy ideas, especially if you're not interested in the papal states or the papacy at all. But what we'll be really interested here is the last Spanish idea, which gives another global settler increase by 25. So that will actually boost me quite a lot. So in the next 12 ideas, once the next 12 I believe, or is it 15? I'm a little bit unsure. 3, 6, 9, no, it's 12 ideas more, and then I'll be able to get that, and that'll boost me quite a lot when it comes to getting colonies done. So we'll keep on colonizing, and well, that is a very bad spot. Portugal, what are you doing? Portugal, stop. No, we will most likely go for a war against Portugal now, I think. On that note, I think I'll actually win. That is the funniest part here. They're allied with England though, so potentially ships could be an issue. So, but it doesn't really matter because they basically have the same culture as me, so I should be fine even so. But we'll have to consider how we'll deal with the Portuguese a little bit further down the line. I should potentially find or get myself in a position to take that colony, and also these two islands. So yeah, I think I'll actually get my. I think he's still alive. No, the Explorer is not still alive. Well, I was thinking of getting the Explorer and finding. I believe there is an island here, Bermuda or something. Finding that island and basically just well, I could always try and collect there. I don't think it's possible though. No, I should have taken the Brazil node. So more people means more taxes. But yeah, as I was saying, we might actually have to consider going for a war here against the Portuguese with the goal of taking Bermuda and these small islands they have, because well, it's a little bit too bad for me that I actually have to compete with them for colonies. So we'll have to consider that, but well, as I said, it's a consideration, and we'll see what we'll actually do further down the line, especially once we integrate Aragon. We'll most likely try, I think. So we'll see. And well, this is most likely the end of this episode. And how far are we away from that one? As you see, probably 10 years away, a decade, and then we might actually decide on if we will fight the Aragonese or not. I'm a little bit unsure how far we are away here. We can soon start the integration, so I'll be boosting relations with Naples, and then we'll start integrating them as well. And that will give me the troops, and maybe I need to have control in Europe to kick the Portuguese ass, and then basically get myself as the only possible colonizer out there. So as I said, we'll do that next time, I think. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.